it's me now. Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Ryan Wouters. I am a member of the Great Falls Youth Group, and it is a pleasure to meet all of you. My lesson today is about finding security in Jesus. And over the past few years, the world has had several things happen, like wars and plagues and Godzilla sightings, a couple of zombie apocalypses, and even an alien invasion. With all that going on, I wouldn't blame anybody for getting scared or freaked out. A lot of people are looking for security when things go wrong. When things do go wrong, I would like y'all to remember something. Before I tell y'all what that is, I would like y'all to turn to Luke 12 with me. Luke 12, 4 through 7. I am in Mark. Luke 12, 4 through 7. It says, I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body and after that can do no more. But I will show you whom you should fear. Fear him who, after killing the body, has the power to throw you into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid, you are worth more than many sparrows. This is saying that there's nothing on earth that can hurt us. We don't need to be afraid. We don't need to be afraid of anything on earth. We do need to be afraid of the one who has the power to throw us into hell. That is God. And I looked it up. By fear him, it is not like fearing spiders or heights or something like that. It is saying fear as in respect or trust God. And in verse 6 and 7, it tells us why we should trust him. I'm going to read it again. It says, Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid, you are worth more than many sparrows. It says that even birds don't go unnoticed by God. And I can tell you that we are worth more than birds. So imagine what God is willing to do for us if we are worth more than birds. Also, turn with me to John 14:1. John 14:1 says this, Do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God, trust also in me. This goes with the other verses I just read. Trust God. That easy. Also, we're going to go back to Luke 12, verses 22 through 34. Luke 12, 22 through 34. Then Jesus said to his disciples, Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, or what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. Life is worth more than food, and the body more than clothes. Consider the ravens. They do not sow or reap. They have no storehouse or barn, yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable are you than birds? Who of you can add a single hour to your life by worrying? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest? Consider how the lilies grow. They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you, not even Solomon in all of his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today, and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, how much more will he clothe you, O you of little faith? And do not set your heart on what you will eat or drink. Do not worry about it. For the pagan world runs after all such things, and your Father knows that you need them. But seek his kingdom, and these things will be given to you as well. Do not be afraid, little flock, for your Father has been pleased to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give to the poor. Provide purses for yourselves that will not wear out, a treasure in heaven that will not be exhausted, where no thief comes near and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Again, this talks about not worrying. We are worth more to God than anything else, so we don't need to do any worrying. Also, we don't accomplish anything by worrying. If we focus on working for God, we will be rewarded in heaven while he takes care of us here. I would like to sum up my devotional with 3 points. If you don't get anything out of my devotional, I hope you take one of these 3 points. Number 1 is don't worry about anyone. Nobody here can hurt you. Number 2 is that material stuff like food, clothes, etc. do not matter. What matters is that we do what God says so that we are rewarded in heaven. And finally, God cares for you, and he will do anything he can to help you. All you have to do is trust him. That is all I have.